Yeah, y'all with the dealers, y'all know the vibes, man. Salute to the chat. Don't be a rat. Support the comments and be honest. If it's not 100 proof, then stay out the booth, man. Shout out to Keep It 100, OGBazz. Make sure y'all go follow that YouTube. Also follow 100 proof. Shout out to the whole team. You know what I mean? We here in the building, Funk Flex Media with OGBazz, man. Make sure y'all hit the likes if you're new to the channel. Even if you're not, hit the like button, man. Hit the like and be polite. Also hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be bringing y'all all the rawest reactions, funk flex style, dropping bombs like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy. I appreciate everybody that have subscribed and everything already. We definitely gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it moving and we're gonna keep improving, man. Now, today we're gonna talk about the legendary DJ Clue. Legendary DJ Clue. Shout out to Clue. You know what I mean? On Rock Solid. You know what I mean? Shout out to Memphis Bleak podcast. You know what I mean? We're going to get into the legendary DJ Clue, man. This is what the fuck we do over here. You heard me? Let's get it.
You already know what it is. Back with another exclusive. Yours truly, M. Greasy, Myth Bleak, here with Rock Solid Podcast live at the Vote. And this one is a real special edition episode for me, for y'all. I got one of my guys, my bro. This a Rockefeller affiliate. My first record I ever recorded without Jay being in the studio with me. He gave me that opportunity with thugged out shit. We gonna get into all that. It's my guy. Let's welcome Clue to the motherfucking building.
Yes, sir.
What's up, my
brother?
guy?
You good?
Hell yeah, man. Same grind, different time. What's up, man?
I'm chilling, man. Working, man. I'm getting to it.
Word up, long time. Yo, before we get into the history, I always wanted to say to you, yo, I thank you, number one, because Thugged Out Shit was the first record without the tutelage. Like, I felt like It's All Right, Coming to Age. You know, niggas still had the training wheels on. You know what I'm saying?
No,
when I
sure.
went to the studio with you and Duro, it was just us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that opportunity. Then we turned around, y'all highway robbed me for mine, right?
How?
I don't even know. It just ended up on your album.
That was a Dame Dash Jay-Z thing, man. Like, I had nothing to do with that.
Yo, you can't even put when you search mine right on Memphis Bleak, my catalog on any platform, it just come up the remix. To get the original, you have to put DJ Clue.
Oh man, crazy.
You probably ain't even know that. Yo, word.
Right.
But those two of my biggest records, man, and I appreciate that, bro. Like, your platform, you helped a lot of niggas out, and I want to say thank you. None of these other artists ever said thank you.
Definitely shout out to the legend.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yo, let's go back. I want to know, you know, like I said, I'm a fan, bro, first.
Desert Storm.
Take me back to Queens, man. Like, what was the spark that made you be like, fuck it, I'm a DJ, nigga, I could do this shit?
Well, first I was rapping a little bit first. You know what I'm saying?
Kidding me.
Nah, get out.
Yo, what was your rap name?
MC Drama.
Yo, chill, DJ Drama is on Versus. Let's go.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? That was it. And then from there, like my uncle and them used to always DJ. Like when I was like super small around the house, they used to have like house parties and shit. That's when niggas had house parties and shit. So my uncle used to DJ, so I seen that from an early age. And then when I started first, like kind of like driving, I was driving when I was young.
Tell him, nigga had them whips. You know what I'm saying?
When people think I'm lying when I say I was driving when I was 9, they think I'm lying, bro.
Yo,
I was stealing the car at 9.
Oh, all right. Stealing cars at 9.
No, I was stealing my parents' car at 9.
Even better. You wasn't going to jail. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's dope.
So when I was driving, I used to always want music and shit. So I used to go to Jamaica Ave and get mixtapes. But it always used to be like a couple...
Yeah, Jamaica Ave was lit over there in the Coliseum.
They
talking about.
It's gonna be lit. You know what I mean? So I started fucking around with the mixtape shit, and shit, the rest is history.
Like, you changed the game with the mixtapes, man. Like, in them early days, New York scene, like the music scene back then, you know, I got in the late 90s. You got in the early 90s.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? So what was the music scene like then for you?
I mean, listen, that's when, like, and no pun intended, that's when I feel like the music was coming of age. You know what I'm saying? So like hip hop started getting played on the radio, you know, all the time. Cause it wasn't like that before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when hip hop was getting, you know, more popular and more lit, you know what I'm saying? It was fire.
That's a fact. Do you remember, was it a first tape or moment, party or anything when you was like, oh shit, like, my name, they know me now in the city?
I dropped a mixtape with this is when I was going to school. I was going to school in downtown Brooklyn at the time. I was going to New York Tech.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was going to New York Tech.
And
so
they had you trooping it. And with the goons. That was D-Sep Central.
I was about to say dodging the D-Sep.
Yeah, that was D-Sep Central.
Yeah. I used to take the train sometimes. I had to learn the hard way that the train's not the way to go. Word. You know what I'm saying? I watched a whole, and I don't know why they skipped me, but I watched a whole train of people get robbed. They robbed everyone in the car.
I'm telling you, it used to be like that, especially the last car to the train. You had to be certified to ride the last car to the train. Any train, that A train, G train, FL, 1, 2, 4, didn't matter.
AZ,
you better be certified. I remember when I found the S train, I thought I found something no one knew about, the shuttle. That shit took you straight to Prospect Park. I was like, oh, this is lit right here. The little shuttle, word. So yeah, like I said, like, was it a moment like it was like, oh, I robbed?
So yeah, like I was saying, I went to Beach Street on Fulton, and I had on my mixtape. I had this is the Wu-Tang.
What y'all know about Beach Street?
To
downtown Brooklyn.
And I had live nigga rap with
Beach Street.
Nas and Mobb Deep. So like this is when, you know, you couldn't even download music yet.
That's right.
These was exclusive. So I bought a couple mixtapes in there, and then they sold out mad quick because I put them in there.
I can't lie. Shout out to Valerio, you know, all that whole set. I had a record, me and Clutch Mills. We had our first record. It was in Beach Street, you know what I mean, as well. Our first song we did, Crab Niggas, you know what I mean. We had that, and shout out to my man T-Dub, you know what I mean. Like his song was on the other side, you know what I mean, of the actual record, you know what I mean. So I definitely, you know, I forgot about that. You know what I mean? That's something I had to add. You know what I mean?
On consignment, because they ain't really know me in Brooklyn yet. So they're calling like, yo, we need some. I'm like, y'all sold out already? So that happened for like 2 weeks straight. Like, I just kept selling more and more. So I had to keep giving them more mixtapes. And then they had stores in the Bronx and in Queens. So that's how the ripple effect happened.
Right. Is it true? They say, you know, it's always been rumors. You know, New York City, we the city of rumors, baby. There's a lot of shit you hear. I want to know, is it true? They said you the first mixtape DJ to put an M in the crib off a mixtape. Is that true?
At the end of the day, I don't know how much it was. I mean, it was a lot. It was definitely safes full of money for sure.
Like,
back in the day.
Crazy. That's like niggas was singing blocks of bricks on the block, and it was just mixtape game. My question I wanted to always ask, like, was it ever a struggle to get music from labels?
Nah,
like the artists was ever fronting like.
I mean, the labels used to give me music, the artists used to give me music, and then you know what I'm saying, like, you know, people used to just have like, you know, exclusives, and they would just give them to me.
That's a fact.
People used to always say, "Oh, yo, Clue, go to the studio and steal." Never stole a song.
I was gonna ask you that. Did you ever had to take a record out the studio? Because I remember when the Clue tapes, when I got in the music game, niggas knew if you wasn't 1 through 10, it was a problem. Sure. Like that meant if you was number 1, first of all,
you saying 1 through 10 on the mixtape.
Kiss and the Locks, they had to pay for that slot. Every
no Fab was always on that.
This is number 1 or number Locks. 2. Like, even though they was murdering.
Yeah, I mean, I was mad that It's Alright had to really started on the B side of the tape, because the tape was really already done, and it was the only place I could actually put it on the tape. So what happened was Irv Gotti calls me, and I'm telling him, he's like, yo, when you doing your tape? I'm like, yo, I'm really done. Like, what you got? He's like, y'all got this J record I need to put on there. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, So he like came and met me in a snowstorm. Rest in peace, Irv Gotti. You know what
rest in peace, Gotti.
He came at me in a snowstorm and gave me the joint, and I had to like figure out.
Yeah, because that song, It's Alright, at first, you know what I mean, it has said Jay-Z featuring Bleak. You know what I mean? Then I remember we had it was a Marcy day. You know, Bleak was supposed to battle T-Dub, the one I'm telling you about that was on my side holding shit down, T-Dub. He was supposed to battle him, and I was battling T.I. Shout out to Tez, my brother 718. And Bleak came around. That was around the time when they switched it to Memphis Bleak featuring Jay-Z. You know what I mean? So Bleak didn't do. He did pull up in the area. He did walk through, but he didn't do the battle. You know what I mean? Because he said, you know, he got the new single out. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. So you know, he went on that. We said, "It's all right." You heard? It's all right.
And this is, you know, you're recording on DATs, so you had to figure out how to splice the song on there. Feel me? So I had to figure out a place where I could actually add the song and put it on there.
I remember, you probably don't remember this. I'm gonna bring you back in the day. This might have been Jay and Source Money first freestyle on your mixtape.
Oh yeah, nah, I remember that for sure.
You remember me being in the studio that day?
Nah, I don't.
Yeah, see, I was
That's
in the
crazy,
studio that day. When Jay and Source rap, I remember we was in the studio in Queens somewhere, or in the city.
It was Manhattan.
It was in Manhattan.
Yeah,
I was a young nigga in there, and Jay and Source murdered the record. Yeah. And Jay was like, "Go ahead, Bleak. I know you got something for it." And I'm looking at Clue. I'm just thinking of the impact, and I'm like,
the crazy part is, I had to, cause I was recording the Locks freestyle for Chest. Jay was shooting a video with Foxy. I think it was for I'll Be.
Yeah.
So I had to stop the Locks session and quickly have Jay and Sauce record their part. So the Locks was still writing at the time. So they was still. So I just gave
crazy. I didn't even know they was in the studio.
Yeah.
And Sauce and Jay murdered this shit so crazy. The way I'm looking at Jay, like, nah, I'm not rapping on that. Fuck no. And then I remember when the tape dropped and niggas in the hood was blasting that record, and I'm sitting there like, I had the opportunity to be on. Yo, bro, that day fueled me to be like, yo, I'm never missing an opportunity like that again. I was real nervous because that's the presence you held in the street in New York, bro. Like, your tape was like, these young boys probably, you know, to them now today, that's probably what DJ Khaled, getting on the DJ Khaled album, to them probably feel like if Khaled called me for a verse, yo, I'm that nigga, I made it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bro, you was equivalent to, that's like Hove and Drake hit you and be like, yo, we just recorded a record, but we need you on the third verse. You like, nigga, of course, I got it. That's what a Clue tape was in New York.
For sure, yeah.
Like, so I was nervous, like, fuck no, I ain't ready. I gotta go back and study some more. So did you ever feel like it was a time when you just knew, man, I run this shit, nigga?
I mean, the demand was so crazy, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I was dropping, I felt like everybody would stop what they're doing and just zone in, like, you know what I mean? Because especially if you drop it on like a Friday night, like when everyone's getting ready to go out and hop in their cars, like they wanted that Clue tape for sure.
I feel like they don't give you the credit for the album rollouts now today. You changed the game with the way to make like you said, if you dropped on that Friday, you had a problem when that Clue tape dropped.
Nah, for sure.
So I feel like labels started catering to how you used to roll your tapes out.
Yeah, because albums really used to drop on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I made sure I dropped on Friday. You know what
we give everybody the weekend to wild out. All them cookouts, pool parties, everything. The clubs is rocking. Yeah. Tuesday, you still got work, school. Nigga can't really dose that. Now, niggas don't, they could dose music whenever. But back then, it was a schedule for that radio.
Nah, for sure. So you have to be in tune and shit, man. So, I mean, it's a blessing, man, to even be able to, still be in the game, doing what I do at the level I do it at. You know what I'm saying? So, still doing records, still doing radio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just blessed.
That's
man.
a blessing. Yo, niggas don't know. I was there when you signed your deal with Jay and Dave too. Y'all niggas did that shit in the middle of the street like a drug deal.
Yeah.
Niggas pulled up in the middle of the street like a drug deal, talking in between the cars. And Jay, I remember Dave saying, man, you gonna roll with us or what? And Clue was like, nah, man, I'm family. I'm with y'all. Jay was like, let me get this sign.
Yeah, because that was the whole situation with because Sony and Steve Stout was trying to match the deal. So Dame and Jay and Biggs got pissed. They came with the Steve's office. Yeah, this is before they was cool. They was and they was like, yo, nah, he's signing with us. Cause at the time I think they was giving me like 50,000 more to sign Sony. But I was like, listen, I'm a man of my word. So I told Dame, I'm like, listen, I'm an honor. It ain't really about the money.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm an honor. I'm a man of my word. If y'all niggas is serious, because I felt like it was in limbo for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? I was like, if y'all serious, I'm with it. If not, I'm doing this other deal. So y'all let me know. So.
That was my neck. Did you feel like you had grew to a point where you had to become bigger than mixtapes? You wanted to take it to the mainstream?
Nah, for sure. Cause like, you know, it's like being an artist or being a creator. It's like you have a bucket list. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, mixtape. So now, you know, you want to be on the radio, then you want to do, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you want to level up. You don't want to stay the same. So it's like, you know what I mean?
It's a fact. So like then you crossed over, like you dropped the albums, my G. Like I said, that first album, The Professional, I got the plaque in my crib till to this day. That's one of my first plaques. That Reasonable Doubt Coming to Age, them 3 plaques in the crib and never going nowhere, because those the ones that did it for me. So like, but then after that, bro, you went to radio, and then like I feel like your era, that time when you was on Hot 97, that was the best time and music era of New York City.
I mean, the Monday Night Mixtape was legendary.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
People come out to freestyle. Like it was really like a mixtape show, but on the radio. So like every Monday night from 10 to 12, everybody, the whole city was tuned in. See who was going to freestyle. See what exclusive records I had. You know what I'm saying? So it was a time, man, for sure.
That's right. And like, yo, I was just telling, because my dog, you know, when I told him I'm interviewing you, he was like, yo, you gonna bring up the backstage shit? And I'm like, what you mean? He's like, the shit with him and Beans. And I'm like, yo, you know what's crazy? You see how perception is in the world, bro, that people think Beans ran down on you. Niggas don't even know that was a whole accident. Like,
The crazy part is it was like, you know what I'm saying? First of all, we was all drinking. We was all drunk
crazy. And we was backstage slapboxing bullshit.
Right. Yeah.
We was playing.
Yeah.
That's how that shit happened. I told my man, he like, yo, Bleak, you lying.
No,
all these years I thought niggas ran down no clue.
No,
I'm like,
you know what the crazy part is? The crazy part is someone said that Bleak said, Bleak said, I pulled a weapon out on Beans or something like that. Or,
No.
That's what someone said. I was like, what?
I said like, you pulled the weapon. You don't carry no weapon, my nigga.
I mean, I do carry weapons now, but legally.
Ooh, talk that smoke. Who want that smoke? Pull up. I'm with Clue now, y'all.
I ain't on that. But but people were saying that. I'm like, yo,
you pulled out a weapon on them? No, it wasn't a weapon. I think what it was, you had the blackjack shit.
Yeah, it had the blackjack.
And Beans, you was like, yo, nigga front on me in the club, I'm gonna hit him in his head. Beans was like, man, that shit don't work. And you like, what? Remember, Beans was like, watch this how the show. I'm gonna show you how, nigga. And remember, we was playing. So not like you pulled out a weapon on Beans and he went at. It was a whole, remember, that tour was the illest tour of life for me, bro. Like,
that's crazy.
Like, we had battles. We was kidnapping Rough Rider niggas. They was kidnapping us.
That's when, like, rest in peace, DMX would come in the venue, like, before sound, like, during sound check, and he would come in with the pit bulls.
Crazy.
And he would release the pit bulls off their leashes. Everybody would run in their room like, yo, this nigga's bugging.
Niggas like, yo, we got to get them niggas back. We gonna kidnap one of them niggas. We had paintball competition. Like, that was ill. And like I said, it was a lot of misconceptions on that tape, because niggas thought Dane was barking on Lenny. Remember, he was on the bus going crazy. A lot of shit on that tape, boy. But what was that like for you? Like, have you been on tour before Backstage?
Nah, that was my first time. It was crazy.
Shit. So that was all out for.
That was my first tour, my last tour. I mean, like, the only other tour I went on, I did Mariah Carey tour. I did I only wanted to do the major cities, certain cities, you know what I'm saying? So the other ones that's when I had put, that's how Sus One actually got with Mariah, because I put him on the tour, because I had radio and I had other stuff I was doing. So I put him on the tour. When I wasn't there, he would be DJing in my place, you know what I'm saying? So
shout out Sus One, that's the fam. Like, let's talk about my guy Fab too, man, because
for sure.
You don't, I feel like people look at you as a DJ, mixtape DJ, but they forget to give you your credit for
shout out to my brother Fab and
Smoke
King.
In this
you
got a lot of records out there. For sure. And then, come on, man, you got one of the most lyrical artists out of New York City in the last 30, 40 years, bro. Like, that, you know what I'm saying? And he said, for y'all both to still be at the top of your class right now is a test of time and respect. Like, you got to show you, like, you know what I mean? So, what was that like for you, looking at Fab back then as a young nigga from Brooklyn? Did you see all of this happening?
Well, I knew he had what it took, because I mean, obviously I seen how all these other niggas was getting signed off of being on mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? Like the first place they heard like Joel's and Jim. Like Jim came in with records and he was like, "Yo, I'm trying to do my own thing." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever. And he had his records. He had Joel's records. You know what I'm saying? I seen them blow up. I mean, Don Pooh put Foxy on the mixtapes before people knew. Like. I remember Irv and D from Rough Riders, you know what I'm saying, called me. I was like, Irv was like, I got this artist, DMX, he coming home in like 2-3 weeks. I want to put him on, I want to do a freestyle, put him on a mixtape. So I actually spoke to DMX when he was in jail. Like, he's like, when I come home, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, all right, fuck it, let's get it. So we did the, so when he came home, we did the Get At Me Dog freestyle with the Locks and DMX, and that actually ended up, it blew up so crazy, ended up being his first single. He did the solo version, and made that into a single.
That's crazy. I ain't even realized that started on a Clue tape. That's what I'm telling you. The fucking impact of your Clue tape was crazy, my G. Like the Desert Storm movement, Duro, Skane Dollar. I got
Maury, Cameron, they all like, you know what I'm saying? Like
yo, bro, y'all definitely had a wave, and I feel like y'all don't get enough credit as a movement in this game. Like they try to, people skip chapters in the book. I always feel like people never look at the beginning of the book. They want to skip to the end. So in that process of going to the end to see if everybody is successful at the end of the story, they skip chapters and forget who was part of that success.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And Desert Storm, y'all niggas, man, even though me and Fab never got a record, I still respect the nigga. But, and then let me tell niggas too, because you hit me the other day. You was like, yo, how you gonna tell niggas I don't fuck with you, Bleak? Let me tell you, right? Now listen, ain't that you don't fuck with me. You my brother. I love you. I grew up with y'all niggas, bro. It's never no like, yo, Clue don't fuck with me, like, fuck that nigga. He a bitch ass nigga. It's like, I just always felt I never got the support from you on radio. But then I heard something. I'm not gonna snitch on you and tell who told me this. But then it made sense when I heard this. Or why? Because I was talking to somebody from your crew. I'm not going to tell who, because I don't want you to go back and hang a nigga off the balcony. And I'm like, yo, why Clue never showed me love like that? Nigga like, yo, Bleak, you probably don't know, but back in the day, man, Dang made a bet with Clue. And I'm like, what?
What bet?
He said that Dang bet you that because me and Fab albums dropped around the same time.
Okay.
And that he was saying that I was going to outsell, like, Fab gonna sell more than Bleak. Dang, like Bleak gonna sell more than Fab, and y'all bet. And he was like, yo, that's why. And I'm like, it makes sense. You got money on the line, nigga.
I promise you,
that record, put that shit to the
promise you, niggas just be talking, bro. There's actually, we might have had like a playful bet, but I would never, not play a record to like that. First of all, in my mind, a situation like that, it wouldn't even be fair, because it's like, if I didn't help y'all the same, how would I even be able to know?
Yeah, who did what?
Yeah, like how would I be able to know like what the real is? I'd rather know what the real is and fail, so I can fix it, rather than, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never on that. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember Fab's debut album and Jay album dropped on the same day.
Yeah, 9/11.
Yeah,
it's a fact. Because
I was telling people, I always tell people like, yo, like there's a real good chance that I could have been on that first flight going to LA because we would shoot. Cause anytime we would shoot a video on the West Coast, I would always fly out, and I would always fly. I had my radio show on Monday, so I had to be there for my radio show, and I would leave right after and hop on the first flight to LA to whatever video we shooting because album dropped on Tuesday, and we always would shoot videos on Tuesdays. So the reason I stayed in New York and was home was because Fab's album was dropping. We were doing promo.
It's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Insane. The music business save niggas' lives, man. I tell people all the time, man. I
always tell people how, like, even like during the East Coast, West Coast beef, when we used to have to go to LA.
I seen
Kevin Lyles and Leo, they used to always make sure we had 24-hour armed security with us
all day.
Yeah, so
in front of the hotel.
So we had drivers 24 hours a day.
All day. I remember, that's why LA, I got a love and a hate for LA because I remember when I first went to LA was like going overseas. It was like foreign objects to them. They was like, you from New York? I fucking love you. Then it became, you from New York? Hey, dawg, get over here, cut. It's like, who you with, blood? Like, oh shit.
I remember like in front of my hotel door, I had a security guard with a shotgun in front of my door.
That's how you know that's why I gotta love and hate. Cause at the end of the day, you gotta respect niggas that could hold a city down to put anybody under pressure that get off that plane. You gotta get security.
We wasn't under pressure. It was just like, it's better be safe than sorry.
But that's still respect. I ain't never seen niggas have security.
You always got respect with someone else's territory. You go to somebody else's city, you always got respect.
You better, but LA is a different level, bro. Yeah. It's different. We be in a lot of cities, man.
Yeah, some cities.
That West Coast is a different. Yeah. Like, you would be in Sacramento, nigga, like, hey, come, my cousin in LA. Little mall in them. Like, you're like, what the fuck, man? I thought I just had beef in what?
And LA's one of them cities because you can't like legally carry out there. So it's like, I mean, now they opened it up so you can, but pause, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, you know what I mean?
He had to give us what? Joe, he had to give us what? Pause, what? Yo, so in my eyes, you probably feel the same way though. The music industry changed dramatically. Like, how you feel about the direction, the digital access and everything, like how accessible music is today?
I sent out a tweet like maybe like a month or change ago, and it said, hip hop is really doomed. That was what I sent out. And I said that because I feel like if shit continues to go the way it's going now, it's gonna go backwards. Because I feel like a lot of the effort's not there. If you listen to a lot of the music, like before, a lot of the music was good, like the production was good. Now it's like a lot of the shit sounds the same. These rappers, like some of the rappers, they just like, it's okay to sample an old song.
You're supposed to make it better.
Yeah, you can't sample an old song and use the same lyrics that someone else already used.
But these songs don't even be old, bro. These songs be 3-5 years old. You be like, nigga, I just heard this record. Like, how you sampling this?
I mean, listen, like I said, when we was coming up, we sampled.
Yeah.
So you can't handle a sampling aspect. But if you're gonna do a song, man, at least make the song yours. Like, don't use the same hooks and phrases for your hook that the other people use. Like, that don't make no sense to me personally. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, niggas is not really putting that lyrical pain down. It's like a lot of swag rap. I call it swag rap because it's like, I feel like niggas just talking about they swag and bitches.
Yeah, that's
and
a
cars
fact. Niggas cheating the bars
like when
nowadays.
When I hear niggas in the song say they got pushed to start, my nigga, you know how long I had fucking push the start call, my nigga, like nigga, probably when they was being born, bro.
Like, word what? Yeah, push the start came out like 97,
is that really,
98?
Like, is that really a punchline, my nigga? Like, no disrespect, but come on, man. Like,
yo, I feel like these kids just don't think legacy rap. They think today because the money is great.
Microwave shit.
But the money is great now. Remember back then, it was really no money. It was no example of billionaires that you could like, oh, I could get this bag and be like them. So it was more of just trying to build your legacy for us, I think. where it was like, yo, I'm just making the music I love and trying to carve something out. Maybe 20, 30 years from now, this should have, remember, they don't have to wait that long today.
But
30 minutes from now, that shit downloaded 20 million times streamed, like, and they getting the check. So it's like, yo, bro, if I made 100,000 off this record in 30 minutes, oh, I'm gonna make 30 more records in 30 minutes, just like that.
Right.
So you can't be mad at that fact either, but it's not sustainable.
And I always say, like, a lot of the streaming shit, first of all, they got the phone farms and all that shit, the fake streams, like in the box, and this and that third. It's different when you have to go to the store and buy a Memphis Bleak album. You had to take your hard-earned money and put $8 on the counter to get this album, or whatever it was, $13 or $12, whatever it was. It's a different type of love and respect for, like, the culture. Like,
That's
when you got to go in the store and put your heart. Now you put $12. Now you can listen to everybody album. Before, you had to go in the store
and buy that
and physically put that money on the counter. Going platinum like that is a different level.
Yeah, no, that's super different. Think about it. I think, what is it? You need a record to be listened to 1,100 times to be considered a purchase. It's insane, my nigga. You 1,100 times to be one sale.
I don't know who made that math up.
Yo, straight up. Like, crazy. Do you feel like mixtapes helped create the rollout back then for artists that's an element that's missing today?
Oh, nah, for sure. Like, I remember, like, they used to call me to do they used to call them sampler tapes. So they would, like, put they would put like 4 snippets from the album and then whatever the single was. Like, I did Usher's first sampler tape. It had called me for that. I did T.I.'s first sampler tape. Obviously, like, you know, a couple of artists here and there, Nori and Fab. Like, so we did like that was like a thing back then to help promote the albums.
I feel like that's definitely missing. If a lot of these guys got into the mixtape vibe, then they would have to dig pause deeper in their bag for the album, because you couldn't drop a mixtape and then drop the album sound the same.
Right.
You gotta go a level up or a level down, wherever the fuck your music gonna take you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like today's rappers, because back in the day when I came up, the appreciation for a DJ, I felt like if you didn't have a right DJ, your show was whack, your set was whack, your party was whack. I feel like these kids today, like you said, is just microwave music. Do you feel like the appreciation for DJs is a lost art in this game now?
I mean, I feel like, you know, a lot of they try to say, like, I heard rumors like, yo, radio don't matter and it's all about streaming and fuck the radio. But yo, like, it's like if you don't get your song on radio to do good, and you don't get the visuals on TV, like TV and radio is like still the biggest platform.
That's right. They pay the most. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, they still the biggest platforms. So it's like when I had people say that, I'm like, yo, it's just, you know, ignorance being passed around. Like, it's obviously it's a business, and they put that out there that, oh, streaming is cool, but it ain't the same effect. It ain't the same respect. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you can get your record played in New York City on the radio, that's a big deal. Yeah, you win.
And trust me, it's not easy. I'm from New York. These DJ niggas did not play me. I'm going to tell y'all, every time Jay, that song, 99 Problems come on, radio don't play my song if I don't play their show. He really meant they don't play Bleak song if I don't play their show. I'm going to rewrite it, y'all. We're going to get the real version on how it's supposed to happen.
You going to get Jay back in the studio?
Hell, yo, I tried, bro. I sent this nigga records. That nigga hit me one day and was like, yo, Bleak, this is a really good record, but I'm not rapping on it. I'm cool. I'm not rapping no more. I'm chilling. I don't got nothing to say. Maybe you could do it.
I mean, I be trying. I sent him some joints too. I sent him some fire too that I thought was his vibe, but he just
if I thought the clips was gonna get him out the crib, I tried to get him out the crib.
I told him, I said, yo, you ain't gotta do an album, just do like verses.
One verse. But it gotta be on one of my joints. One of my songs. Nobody else song. And we can put it on Clue Tape though.
Word.
Yo, so yeah, when people hear DJ Clue, what you want them to associate your name with the contributions you gave to the game?
I mean, shit, just the obvious, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we did a lot of legendary shit, man. So I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we made the mixtape a global thing, because it was like, you know what I'm saying? The first platinum mixtape album. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he set the tone.
That's right. This nigga won the mixtape awards like 15 years in a row.
Yeah, salute the Clue, man. First platinum mixtape.
They had to actually, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
legendary.
Make it seem like my shit wasn't doing what we were doing to actually let other DJs through the gate. So, I mean, I ain't mad at that, though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You paved the way, man, and that's a big deal, my G. Beyond the tapes and the radio, what you most proud of creating or building in this?
Well, for one, like, you know, like the production side of it, because I feel like the production side was like a level up. You know what I'm saying?
Tell them, talk about it. What's some of the records? Tell them, man, because I know some.
Oh, well, like the Mariah Carey joints, like Heartbreaker Remix.
Talk about it.
We Belong Together remix with the Locks. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of joints, Superwoman, Lil Mo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just a lot of records that I did, like, you know what I'm saying? That's still, like, you know, if you could play a record 20 years after you did it and it's still rock, it's still
did your job.
Yeah, you did your thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, when I still hear records on the radio that like they play So Into You with Fab and to me a lot. So, like, when I still hear them records on the radio, I'm like, damn. I'm like,
nigga, that shit still come on. You know, I'm in Florida. That shit come on like it just dropped. You know, that's that type of beat drive. You know what I mean? That shit come on like it just dropped.
Even like with Can't Let You Go with Fab. Like, I had just pulled up the studio because I needed a joint, and I'm like, and you know how you got to pull up on Just. I just pulled up the studio, and that's actually when I met eBass that day.
Damn, shout out eBass, man.
eBass was playing the guitar, and Just had the drums playing, and he wasn't done. I'm like, nigga, I'm taking this. I really, like, just took the idea. I took the files, like I took the guitar, and I took the drum shit, and actually took it to the studio. And me and Duro put it together and you know, formatted it, and you know what I'm saying? And just didn't give me no credit, but just need my credit.
Yo, shit.
So, you know, actually formatted the shit and put it together to make it sound like a real song. And I brought it back to Just. He had a little more, you know what I'm saying, stuff to it.
And that's crazy.
Yeah, man, it was one of them things. Like, even like with I was talking to my boy Freedom yesterday, because we went to dinner yesterday, and we was just talking about music, and even Make Me Better. So the story with that would Make Me Better. So we had met with Tata. Tata had you know, the beat with Neo on the hook.
Shout out
to
like,
Tata. We need to get Fab on that. So when we get Fab on it, shit's fire. So now I gotta call Timbaland to buy the beat, because first of all, you know, Timbo back then was charging
a 180,
250, 180, beat, but I was like, nah, Tim, my man, he gonna look out. So he was like, so, you know, he charges something regular. He ain't charge us nothing crazy. But the beat, he told me the beat was sold. So he sold the beat to Eve. So you know, me and Eve was mad cool, because we was on tour together, and you know, like, you know, back then, like, we was just starting. So, you know, remember Rockefeller or with Def Jam, you couldn't even fly first class until you went platinum.
That's right. Couldn't get that nice hotel either
until you was platinum. So me and Eve, we was on tour. We was flying coach together, like me and her going back to the East Coast, whatever. So we was, man, cool. So I called her and I'm like, yo, I need to holler at you when you're gonna be in town. So I took her to dinner. We was talking, you know, chopping it up. I'm like, yo, I got this song. You got the beat. I need the beat. And she was like, what song is this? I told her the Timbaland beat. She was like, damn. She's like, word. I'm like, yeah. She's like, yo, play it for me. So I played it for her, and she was like, yo, this shit's fire. You can have it. I bet.
Yeah, that's dope. Shout out Eve. She is one of the people, man. Eve, a real one. So, like, what the next chapter for Clue look like, man? What's next after all said and done, my guy? Moving to Italy?
Nah, I just came back from doing. I did a party in France, man. It's good to go back there. I went to France, did a party for Supreme. You know what I'm saying?
See, we need that plug. Plug us.
I got you. They gave me carte blanche when shopping out there at the store.
Bet they did.
Me, you know what I'm saying?
You got to see the line at the Supreme store in Miami. I still can't get in the store. Shit crazy. That line be down the block. That's why I'm like, I need the plug, man.
Oh yeah, nah, I got you. I could tap in. That's easy. Pause. Word.
Yo, chill.
Yeah, nah. So like shit, man. Like you just trying to, you know what I'm saying? I got the podcast as well with my boy Esso and Heineken, Bag Fuel. Got that, of course. You know what I'm saying? Me and Rose got to move with the Bel Air.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We got.
Oh shit, you involved with the Bel Air too? I ain't know that.
Yeah, bro.
Silent snipers out here.
I introduced Royce to the situation, man. So like, you know what I'm saying?
Silent snipers out here. Watch it. They on the roof.
So now we got Bel Air, we got Vion, which is the cognac. You know what I'm saying? We got Deacon, which is the whiskey. And we got, the McQueen, Violet, Fog, which is the gin. So we moving, man.
Fucking around. You in the spirits game for real.
Yeah, we moving, man.
Hey, that my nigga Cluminati ain't fucking around, man. Well, I appreciate you pulling up, my guy, man.
For sure.